As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciple came to him privately. Tell us, they said, when will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age? Hey, it's so wonderful to come to Jesus and ask him the question. See, there are a lot of questions goes in our mind, but the best answer which we can get is from Jesus Christ. So the best thing is to come to Jesus and ask the question, what is there in your heart? You'll find the right answer. Let's read further, 29. Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. The disciples are asking the question, what will be the sign of your coming, Jesus, when you are coming back again and of the end of the age? But Jesus replied, hey, look at the fig tree. Hey, you learn the lesson from the fig tree. Hey, in other words, if you want to know about the end times, hey, you have to look at the fig tree. My dear brothers and sisters, today, if you want to know about the end times, hey, the best thing, hey, you learn from the fig tree. You look at the fig tree. Then you will get the right answer when Lord Jesus Christ is coming back. It's strange. It's so strange. Hey, Jesus is saying here, hey, you got to look at the fig tree. Now, why Jesus is saying here to his disciple, hey, you got to learn this lesson from the fig tree. Why? Because you got to understand the background. See, the fig tree in the Bible, and there are so many scriptures which talks about that, which we are going to read now. The fig tree is the symbol of the nation of Israel and the Jews. So whenever in some scriptures, when it's talking about the nation of Israel and the Jews, hey, it is referred as the fig tree. So when Jesus is saying here, now learn this lesson from a fig tree, hey, it means that, hey, if you want to know about the end times, if you want to know when the Christ is coming, yes, there are many signs are happening today, but if you want to know the super sign, hey, you got to look at the nation of Israel, you got to look at the Jews. Then you'll get that super sign, my dear brothers and sisters. Where it's mentioned that the fig tree is a symbol of nation of Israel. Hey, let's go to Hosea 9:10. It says here, when I found Israel, it was like finding grapes in the desert. When I saw your ancestors, it was like seeing the early fruit on the fig tree. So here, the nation of Israel is symbolized as the fig tree. Look at the Jews. We'll come to know when the end time is going to happen. Let's read the same verse again. Now learn this lesson from fig tree. Jesus is saying to his disciple, as soon as it twigs gets tender and its leaves come out, you know that the summer is nearer. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it's near, right at the door. So what the Bible is saying here, as soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, hey, it's talking about the rebirth of the fig tree. So when there is a rebirth happening on the tree, hey, you know the summer is near. Now, as you know that the fig tree is a symbol of nation of Israel. So when the rebirth of Israel will happen, then you know that the end is near. The end is right there at your door. My dear brothers and sisters, as you know, on May 14, 1948, a mighty miracle happened. Nobody could have imagined this miracle. Nobody could have thought this miracle will happen. When the Jews were in the concentration camps set by Nazis, they wouldn't have dreamed that yes, one day they will be the nation of their own. When Hitler was killing the Jews, they will never have imagined that one day there will be a nation of their own. My dear brothers and sisters, that happened. on May 1948, the rebirth of Israel happened. Israel's first Prime Minister, David Ben Gurion, he was a sort like the George Washington of modern Israel, and he made a powerful statement on that particular day on May 14, 1948. And what the statement which he made, hey, that's very powerful. You know what he said? Ezekiel 37 has been fulfilled. So on the day when the Israel nation was born, the Prime Minister of Israel, the first Prime Minister, said, hey, the Ezekiel 37 has been fulfilled, and the nation Israel is hearing the footsteps of the Messiah. Because it's very important, my dear brothers and sisters, for the Messiah to come, the nation of Israel has to be present. And therefore, when it happened, he says, oh, Ezekiel 37 has been fulfilled, and the nation Israel is hearing the footsteps of the Messiah. That's the powerful, that's the super sign of the end times, my dear brothers and sisters. If you want the super sign, hey, that was the super sign, the rebirth of the nation of Israel.